In the heart of the whispering sands, I walk where the stories are drowned. Ghost towns cradle the cursed lands, whiskey bottles lay scattered around. The sun bleeds red over scorched earth, the burning churches, their sins unforgiven. I'm a silhouette trailing the dirt, chasing echoes of the life I've been missing. Beneath the desert wind, secrets like coal. Underneath the starless glow, dust to behold. I hear the train whistle like a ghost sing, calling me to avenge what's been stolen. Beneath the desert wind. Loved a girl as wild as a storm, in a town too parched for dreams. Betrayal came in a friend's form, left nothing but her scream. By an old forgotten grave we swore, but his bullet told me he lied. Now every dusk I wage this war, a shadow with nothing inside. Beneath the desert wind, pain cuts so cold. Through the silence of my wrath, stories retold. That train whistle mourns like a hymn for the love lost and the hearts turned cold. Beneath the desert wind, at the crossroads, dust stirs beneath my feet. Face to face with the ghost from my past. Gun heavy with the truth I must grieve. Only one shadow will desert wind. In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too scared to whisper, crossing over fate's fine line. Dust devils dance on broken streets, wind sings the chapel's sins. Every step on this cursed land, a sorrowful waltz begins. Beneath the ghostly moonlight, they waltz those lost before their time, with whiskey, tears, and heartache, to a tune that speaks of crime. The stars are dim, the night is thick, a dance of despair and chance. In the cursed land they waltz in their endless spectral trance. There once was love neath these ochre skies, now just shadows remain. The promises made by lying lips brought nothing but pain. A train's lone whistle mourns the dead, past dreams that can't be saved. Among the ashes of the church lie secrets dark and grave. Beneath the ghostly moonlight, they waltz those lost before their time, with whiskey, tears, and heartache, to a tune that speaks of crime. The stars are dim, the night is thick, a dance of despair and chance. In the cursed man, they waltz in their endless spectral trance. Oh, the tales this dust could tell, if only dust could speak. Of the gunshots in the night, the strong preying on the weak. My heart once full of vengeance, now just echoes with regret. Dancing with the ghost of those I'm trying to forget. Beneath the ghostly moonlight, I waltz alone, my fate resigned. Stepping through my past mistakes, leaving hope and fear behind. The stars now watch in silence as I embrace this cursed dance. In the land that haunts my dreams, where I had my last chance. In this cursed land, I waltz with my ghost, my love, my stance.
In the shadow of the valley, where the stone church lies in ash, whiskey bottles tell the stories, and the wind sings songs of past. Dancing boots stir up the dust storms on the roads where no one's bound. Goes to Twilight, silent witness under that black sun going down. Dancing with black sun under its fiery gaze, lost souls entwined in a cursed ballet, loving vengeance in a tango of pain. With every step we're just dancing in vain. Long ago a loving whisper turned to screams in the dark night. Betrayal's knife, it cut so deep, set abandoned hearts alight. Through the stillness of the desert, the train whistles still cry, echoing the moans of lovers who never got to say goodbye. Dancing with black sun, with shadows at my side, a whirlwind of memories nowhere. Silhouette, a story of will never be. In the heart of the desert, no one hears the plea. Under that curse, the sun, a revelation blooms amidst forgotten graves. Fate resumes, the gun in my hand, the ghost in my sights. Tonight the past is set to right. Dancing with black sun, revenge a bitter friend, twirling towards my haunted end. Flames lick the sky from the church once burned under black sun. With shadows, and I dance with ghosts in silent deserts. I host their lost host.
Out where the desert wind cuts cold through silence, the ghost town moans with tales of the forsaken. Dust devils dance where hope turned into violence under skies of dust, forever unawakened. Whiskey bottles lay beside the burned out chapel, echoes of a train no longer there to grapple. Desert wind and smoke carry my confessions, whispers veiled in sand, my sins and my transgressions. Through cursed land I roam, on by iron chain. Desert wind and smoke won't see a face again. In the shadow of forgotten gravestones, weathered lies a tale of love, betrayed and honor sold. She promised forever our lives to be tethered, but silver and gold turn warm hearts deathly cold. By the light of a church set ablaze in fury, I watch my dreams turn into judge and jury. Desert wind and smoke hide my darkest plea, carried off in storms what's left of you and me. Lost beneath the stars, tales of love in vain. Desert wind and smoke whisper in her name. On this cursed ground stand eye with fate, haunted by the sound of love that turned to hate. A specter in the wind calls out beneath the moon's glow. In the heart of the night I face what I now know. Desert wind and smoke guide my weary soul through lands where heartache's spoken and stories told. With each step I claim my final lonesome stage. Desert wind and smoke release me from my cage.
Under a blood-red sky, in the town of Willow's End, echoes of train whistles cut through the silence like a friend. Whiskey bottles lay scattered, secrets hidden beneath the sand. Where chapels once stood, now only shadows of the damned. In the ashes of the lost love, where my haunted heart resides, every breeze whispers betrayal under the moon's watchful eyes. Burning memories in the dust, like churches set to flame. The ghost of you still lingers, a curse I cannot name. A storm took your trace, left me with nothing but a locket and the memory of your grace. You say you chose the darkness with a heartbreaker smile, left me alone with our sins in this cursed mile. In the ashes of the lost love, where sorrow never dies, the winds scream of vengeance beneath the starless skies, haunting the silent deserts where our fates were overthrown. I wander through this ghost town forever alone. lost love, I lay my spirit bare. In the smoking ruins of passion, I found my despair. But in this lonely battle, revenge stirs in the dust. I'll rise from these ashes for justice, for us. So let the desert swallow the story, let the sands claim the pain. In the ashes of the lost love, only the echoes remain.
Out where the dust clouds hug the sun-fried streets, old Sal's bar stands, rust on its neon heartbeat. Whiskey bottles line the walls like silent sentries, echoes of train whistles, ghosts in the prairies. A stranger walks, shadows cling like old deaths in the town that mercy and God seem to forget. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through, fueling the fires of a heart black and blue. Down in the valley where the cursed lands lie, you can scream at the desert but it won't reply. No mercy in the whiskey, no tears left to cry, under the watch of a vulture circling sky. Saw her reflection in a bottle, her smile a fading light haunted the bar stool since she vanished in the night. The preacher spoke of redemption, his church lost to the flames. Only the whiskey remembers, whispers her name. But trails of serpents slip silent through the sands. Her love, a mirage, just slipped right through my hands. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. An old outlaw's tale of a love untrue. Down by the rail tracks where the night trains wail, the wind carries stories of a love gone stale. No mercy in the whiskey, no wrongs to right, just the echo of heartbreak in the cold moonlight. In the mirror behind the bar, a face worn and weary, an outlaw's eyes stark haunted, teary, confronted by the man I've come to be on in this ghost town, this cursed country. But the bottle's my trial and the bar's my jury. Whiskey's a judge that passes no mercy. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. A story of the fallen, as old as it's true. In the dust of the desert where sins lay bare, the whiskey's my refuge, my cross to bear. No mercy in the whiskey, just a soul laid bare. A heart once hopeful, now lost in despair.
Shadow of the black sun, where the cool winds moan, lies a town forgotten, with streets overgrown. Whiskey bottles clink in the hands of ghosts
ghostly brides, while the church bell's silent, no savior inside. Dust devils dance on graves without names. Under that cursed sky, everything's changed. Ashes of the black sun falling like sin, cover my heart where love once had been. Gone with the wind, through the silence they run, everything burned up by the black sun. Once had a lover with eyes like stormy skies. In a chapel of dreams, we swore no goodbyes. But the betrayal came on a hot whispering breeze, left me with nothing but a memory to seize. In the night train whistles cry like old ghosts, haunting the crossroads of what I miss most. Ashes of the black sun cover my trail, lost loves and old wounds, a sorrowful tale. Gone with the dust where the dead rivers run, nothing remains but the black sun. But the black sun. There's a gun that's burning cold in my grip, echoes of vengeance, the words from my living. Down in the valley where the dark waters meet, I'll find my redemption or my end I'll greet. Ashes of the black sun bury my past in the silence of deserts. I'm free at last. Revenge or resignation, the line has been drawn. I walk alone under the black sun. Black sun.
In a town too lost for sunlight's grace, where shadows cling like widow's lace, a whiskey bottle lays falling in the sand. Beside the church where no bells stand, train whistles moan, through dust storms cry, echoing souls that don't dare to die. Hear the whispers in the silent grave, secrets of the hearts no one could save. Underneath the moon's ghostly wave, the silent desert keeps the betrayed. Old photographs and rusted locks, silent streets where time forgot a lover's promise turned to deceit. Led to a heart's bitter defeat, by the gallows tree they made their vows, and cursed the lands beneath sorrow's clouds. Hear the whispers in the silent grave, secrets of the hearts no one could say. Beneath the stars cold distant gates lies a love that time will not erase. In the chill of night he stands alone, facing the past, his sins now known. Ghost ghostly fingers trace the lines of his face. Forgiveness lost, no saving grace. A whispered sorry to the wind as the specter of revenge begins to grin. Listen close to the silent grave, where echoes of revenge softly crave. Amidst the dust, a soul set free. In the desert's heart, he finds his decree. Whispers linger where life has strayed. In the silent grave where debts are paid.
Out by the edge where the red dust blows, under the shadow of a barn aglow, whiskey bottles lie scattered in the sand, echoes of a pistol in a trembling hand. The night air carries a train's lonesome cry, past forgotten graves where the restless lie. Beneath the burning barn, flames lick the cursed land. Ashes of a love lost, slipping through my hand. Ghost town hearts, silent in their plight. Beneath the burning barn, I face my darkest night. She was a beauty with eyes so wild and free. In a chapel of dreams she promised herself to me, but whispers trailed over the scorched church floor. Her heart betrayed with a stranger she tore. Now the desert knows the secrets we keep under the burning skies where angels weep. Beneath the burning barn, embers of deceit. Oh, love turns to vengeance, bitter and bleak. Dust storms rage where we once danced so right. Beneath the burning barn, haunted hollow, a ghostly grace. A reckoning comes with the desert's moan. Under the crimson sky I stand alone. The fire whispers her silent confession. In the ashes I find my absolution. Beneath the burning barn, where all ghosts reside, I lay down my burdens by the fireside. Revenge or redemption, the line wears thin. Beneath the burning barn, let the end begin. In the silence after the flames, I walk away, nothing's the same.
dust-choked desert town, where the shadows stretch long as the sun goes down. Beneath the sway of a hangman's bow lies a secret that the winds won't allow. Whiskey bottles tell tales in the sand of a man with a cursed, blood-stained hand. Hear the whispers in the devil's deal, echoes of a heart too broke to heal. Sins cast long on this haunted stage, trapped forever in their lonesome cage. By the light of a flickering, waning moon, past lovers meet where the night birds croon. Haunted eyes and a love that died, betrayed by the greed and a darker side. A train's lonely whistle sings of woes in a town too full of forgotten throes. Hear the whispers in the devil's deal, bones rattling, seeking to feel. Ghosts roam free in the silent plight, bound to the land by the darkest night. Of the old church flame, he stood, remembering her name. A deal struck under a starless sky, with a devil's grin and an angel's cry. Face down in the dirt his fate he meets. Revenge, a bitter drink, never tastes so sweet. Listen close to the devil's deal, where the past and pain find the wheel. Take this tale as a treacherous sign, in the land of the lost all things entwined. Hear the whispers, oh hear them well, in the devil's deal, where the shadows dwell. In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, I ride alone, past whispers in the pines. Dust kicks up neath the hooves of my old gray mare. Ghost towns echo tales of despair. A whiskey bottle clinks against my side as I ride toward vengeance, with nowhere to hide. Riding through the last ride, under a blood red sky, past burning churches where the lost souls lie. Hear the train whistle, mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm chasing shadows on this long last ride. The wind howls secrets of a cursed land. Once loved a woman, she slipped right through my hands. Betrayed by a brother, now foe, not a friend. Left me for dead in a story that he penned. But the desert knows the sins of night, and in its sands I plot my fight. Riding through the last ride, under a blood-red sky, past forgotten graves where the dust storms fly. Hear the train whistle, mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm facing demons on this long
sky. This is my confession, this is my goodbye. I hear the train whistle sing a hymn so wild and wide. I'm embracing darkness on this last solemn ride. No more shadows, just the truth by my side.
In the shadow of the mesa where the ghost towns bleed, stands the hanging tree, old gnarling creek. Whiskey bottles clink beneath its cursed roots. Dust devils dance, the past reclines in boots. Oh, hanging tree, your branches tell no lies. Rustle secrets of the damned neath violent skies. You're the gallows and the grave, the judge so cold, where men's sins are hung heavy, their stories told. Beneath the blood-red sun, I met a man undone, his love stolen by the gun, a preacher's wayward son. By the crackling of the train, his tears fell like rain. On scorched earth they echoed a mournful refrain. Oh, hanging tree, your shadows long and bleak, whisper tales of vengeance that the spirits see. You're the keeper of the souls, lost in the fray, holding night to ransom till the break of day. There in the silence stood a man with no name, eyes like storm clouds bearing the weight of blame. He faced the hanging tree with a rope worn and frayed. Here I take back the night, he solemnly said. Oh, hanging tree, now rest your weary limbs, no more to sway with the weight of human whims. In the dust, the ghost of justice finds reprieve, as the outlaw finds redemption and the lost belief.
The wind moans through the timbers, an old ghost town's lullaby. Whiskey bottles clink in rhythm under a forsaken sky. Dust devils dance on broken streets where lovers used to tread. Each footprint's a story buried in a town too dead to wed. I'm dancing with Ghost Town, shadows in my spin, twirling with memories memories of sins draped in sin. The moon hangs like a jury in the courtroom of the night as I dance with Ghost Town under fading lantern light. The train whistle weeps at midnight across the barren moors. Echoes stir the spirits behind the saloon swinging doors. I came here seeking solace in the arms of a spectral bride. Her betrayal burns like a church on fire, with the devil trapped inside, dancing with Ghost Town. A waltz in the dust, a lover's quarrel settled with each gust. Stars witness in silence in the courtroom of the night as I dance with Ghost Town, where wrong dons the masquerade. In the heart of the desert, under the storm-closed nest, I face the man who wronged me with a bullet in my chest. Forgotten graves bear witness as the sand whispers confess. In the heat of confrontation, truth bears its final test. Still dancing with Ghost Town, vengeance in my veins, each step a story of love, loss, and pain. Judgment comes like daylight in the courtroom of the night as I dance with Ghost Town, till my soul takes flight. Silent desert, neath the moonless sky, rode I through the whispers of sand where the old ghosts lie. Whiskey bottle clanking at my side, a lonesome friend past the burning churchyard gates where souls ascend. Riding through the midnight train, echoes call my name. Steel tracks to redemption or a path to my shame. Each whistle cuts the silence like the truths I can't reclaim. On this midnight train to nowhere, just shadows in the flame. Once loved a girl as fierce as the desert storm. Her betrayal, a thunderbolt, left my heart torn. In a ghost town we vowed under starlit canvas. Now she's just a whisper in the dust, treacherous as
crossroads of my reckoning, by the forgotten graves, I face the mirror of my soul. Through the dust storms I pray. Her shadow haunts my dreams on these cold steel waves. The heart seeks vengeance, but the spirit craves saves. Riding through the midnight train, destiny's my claim. Either find my peace in hellfire or rise through the blame. Train whistle cries like a banshee, calls out my secret name. On this midnight train to nowhere, redemption's just a game. Dark and haunting, the tones of my tale, in the echoes of the train, where the nightingales wail.
Under a blood-red sky in Dead Man's Hollow, where whispers tell of the cursed and swallowed old whiskey bottles, lay souls departed in this ghost town, broken, black-hearted. Wind howls through the chapel's burned remains, singing hymns of sorrow, shackles and chains. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive, where every man's a specter and the sins of the past survive. In the dust we wrote our treaties, in blood we broke them all. No mercy in the ghost town, just the devil's call. I loved a girl with eyes like stormy weather, in this God-forsaken town we dreamt together. But love turned to ash in the blink of a gun, her betrayal a bullet that couldn't be outrun. By the old forgotten graves I swore her name, vengeance the only keeper of my flame. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive, every whisper in the wind a reminder no one gets out alive. From the deceit we laid our fortunes, in betrayal we stand tall. No mercy in the ghost town, just the reaper's draw. A showdown at the break of dawn, just me and my regret. Gun smoke fills the silence of the deaths we never met. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only echoes bleed. Every step I take is haunted by my heart's unyielding creed. In the dust I'll lay my memories, in the soil I'll bury my pain. No mercy in the ghost town, where even angels refrain. In the wind whispering sands I find my own. No mercy in the ghost town, forever alone.
Shadow of the mesa, where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too dead for dying, kept alive by ghosts of time. Whiskey bottles roll like tumbleweeds, the dust storms hide the sins, while the train whistles mourn for souls, playing tunes of might have beens. Here I'm buried in the ghost town, where the past won't find its rest. Underneath the blood-red sunset, with a badge upon my chest. In the silence of the cursed land, hear the old church bell resound. My heart lies cold beneath the sand, buried deep in the ghost town. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes in this town of shallow graves. Betrayed by kisses soft as lies, led me straight to early graves. Found her locket by the chapel, where all our dreams turned to ash. Echoes of a snake's soft rattle ended with the lightning's flash. Here I'm buried in the ghost town, shadows stretch like fears unmet, haunted by the love I lost and the night we first met. Beneath the cries of dusty winds where old memories confound, my spirit wanders restlessly through the streets of the ghost town.
whisper down the valley, through the ghost town's empty streets, past the church where shadows linger, where my heart skipped its beats. That old whistle cries in midnight trains, they moan like wounded things. Dust storms cover tracks of those who chase what vengeance brings. Dance with the devil on roads where the lost souls drift and sway, underneath the moonlit sorrow, spinning tales of yesterday. Empty bottles bear our secrets in this cursed silent desert land. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, the past clutched in my trembling hand. She was sunlight through the chapel, now it's burnt the ash like snow. Her promises lay forgotten in the cold graves far below. Betrayal's breeze blew through the willows, carried dreams so far from here. Her laughter now a ghostly echo I chase with bitter frontier beer. Dance with the devil on paths where dead man's boots have trod, each step a story of lost love cast by fate oh so odd. Whiskey whispers of redemption in the winds that mourn the damned. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, heartache's gone in my hand. In the eye of the desert storm, her face in the swirling sand appears. Confrontation with my ghosts in the echoes of old fears. The noose of truth tightens slowly around the neck of my despair. She's gone, but in this wasteland, seems I'll always find her there. So I'll dance with the devil till my weary soul finds its rest in the heart of empty bottles or the depth of the West. Forgiveness or a bullet, let the desert gods decide. I'm waltzing down this lonely road with shadows by my side. In the shadow of the old ghost town, the clocks all froze at 12. The wind whispers secrets in a language of a dusty spell. Whiskey bottle lying empty next to boots worn by the gales. Underneath the stars that flicker over lands that God forgot. Midnight in the silent grave, where the lost souls come to play. Echoes of a train whistle, moans of wood on the old gallows sway. Every grain of sand a memory, every stone a broken heart.
cold beside the river where we kissed under the night. Found her whispering a letter with the truth as sharp as knives. Said she's gone to seek her fortune, left me dead but still alive. Midnight in the silent grave, where shadows stretch and reach, sound of burning church bells ringing far beyond the preacher's speech. Every flame of faded love, every ash a dream we crave. Midnight in the silent grave, where we count the sins we say. There's a curse upon my heart, like the curse upon this land. In the dust storm's heart, I see her with a pistol in her hand. Ghosts of what we were start dancing in the ruins of the chapel. I draw my gun as midnight strikes, revenge of bitter apple. Midnight in the silent grave, now her ghost no longer roams. Silence falls like heavy curtains on the stage of flesh and bones. Every shot a loud confession, every echo of farewell. Midnight in the silent grave, in this haunted desert shell.
The song drips with the essence of a haunted, forsaken place. The music, a slow haunting melody that walks through the ruins of love and betrayal.
In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to rise, lies a town too scared to whisper under cursed and blackened skies. Whiskey bottles tell the stories of the ghosts who've lost their way. Every train whistles mournful cry, marks another soul astray. Oh, the serpent's prayer in the silence of the land, an elegy for the heartless, drawn in the shifting sand, where justice finds no favor and mercy's died with the light. The serpent's prayer echoes through the endless starless night. Once loved a girl with eyes like fire, her spirit wild and free, but betrayal's bitter venom turned her heart away from me. In the church where we once worshipped, now just ashes and decay. Her vows like dust were scattered as she walked the outlaw's way. Oh, the serpent's prayer beneath the crescent moon's glare, truth hides in the lies. The serpent's prayers, a curse under the haunting ink black skies. At the crossroads stood confronting all the sins of my past life. The ghost of her beside me in the knife's edge of the strife. The land that whispers sorrow in each breeze that shivers past holds the echo of our love in a shadow that we cast. Oh, the serpent's prayer, now a lullaby to the doomed. In every grain of desert sand, where our dreams were once entombed. Here's to the hearts abandoned in the night's cold, ruthless embrace. May the serpent's prayer bring solace as we vanish without a trace. Under a blood-red sky, in the shadow of the mesa's side, the old church bells rang somber and dry. Whiskey bottle in my shaking grip, footsteps echo as I let it slip. The ghost town whispers of a love that died underneath the steeple where we once confided. Dancing with church fire under moonlit wire, flames licking higher, fueled by old desire, raging as the past burns away so dire. In the ashes I find my lost empire. She was an angel, turned to dust by sin, betrayed by the heart she harbored within. A preacher man came with a devil's deal. In the silent desert, no one to hear her appeal. Now the winds carry the scent of sage and ire, echoing train whistles fueling this funeral pyre. Dancing with church fire, spirits conspire, each flame a whisper of vengeance required. The past is a shadow, long and tired, but tonight it's a church fire I've sired. In that blaze, I saw her face, haunting the flames, a ghostly grace. I reached for her through fire's embrace, but only the heat returned my gaze. Dancing with church fire,